What's going on, Blaze Nation? NVBC here, bringing you a commentary slash gameplay today. Haven't done one of these in a while, but I'm going to be talking about the X Games and how MLG actually pulled this off. So apparently X Games was the one that contacted MLG, and that is an extremely big move for something this big to actually contact a video game host for many major tournaments. And now they want Call of Duty Ghosts to be part of the X Games in June. This will be held in Austin, Texas, and how you would qualify is the top 5 teams with the most pro points would automatically have a spot, and then the top 3 teams from COD Champs would be the other 3. So altogether it will be 8 teams, and they'll be competing for gold medals. There is no prize pool, there is no money this time, but that is extremely awesome in my opinion. If you really sit down and think about how big this is for Call of Duty, most things that's in the X Games involves a lot of physical activity, and this is video games. So this is a really big move for MLG, and they said depending on how big this one does, they will go bigger and bigger, just like everything else. The $1 million tournament, maybe X Games will hold something bigger than that. You never know. You just got to see how big the crowd is and how much money it brings in and everything. It's going to be unreal to see Call of Duty into the X Games. I think that's just something to think about when you actually heard this. I thought it was kind of a hoax at first, but after all the pro teams started posting it, it legitimately got real. So my prediction's that maybe Complexity should win this, but Optic Nation is actually looking pretty strong. I've been watching them run a little bit, so I'm looking forward to see how well they place. And when my friend was watching stream the other day, and he actually said that Killa has the most pro points altogether, so that's pretty insane. So right there's a big boost for them. I'm pretty sure Optic Nation will make it in because of how many pro points they have. If not, it'll be like some cursed teams. I know there's like 6 cursed teams. There's a couple phase teams now. It's unreal on the roster changes, but everybody wanted to find the right people before the roster actually locked. That's what all that was about. You've seen freaking 1,000 roster changes in like a week, it seemed like. It was really intense. Like Parasite left phase, and then he joined Envious like fucking a minute later. It was unreal. That's just weird. But you got to do what's best for you. And that brings on to my second topic. Is becoming a pro gamer actually worth it anymore? If you notice, a lot of people kind of jump around on pro teams. Is a pro team really a joke anymore? And the way they come out with the new tournament or the new brackets and everything, you actually ain't considered a pro player unless you're on a pro team. So if Killa was not on Optic Nation, which is considered a pro team, he would still be an amateur, but he would have too many pro points to compete in most amateur events. You just got to put in a different work into these kind of things, because there could be many pros that don't have very many pro points, that just started playing GBs, or they are upcoming, they just came back into the scene, and now that you have to play against pros in these amateur brackets. But that's kind of good too, because in the amateur brackets you'll be playing people that haven't had their most likely big success in the pro circuit because they never played it, but it gives you more of an opportunity, instead of going to these pros. But then it makes it harder to actually play against the pros. You actually have to work up and get many pro points to actually even play a pro team now. They're changing a lot in MLG. Nadeshot got sponsored by MLG, and he's going to be streaming there from now on. He said it's basically, he doesn't know where he'll be in 5 years, and I understand that. If you want to make money, you're doing this for yourself anyway, to make money. So you can't really hold yourself to one team or one set of standards to what you're streaming on and all that stuff. It's really what's best for you in the end. So I wish everyone luck that ends up going to the X Games at Austin, Texas. I'm actually rooting for Optic Nation, like I said a little bit ago. And I'd like to see Envious do pretty well in this. And it's mainly because they picked up Parasite, and I want to see what actually goes on right there. It's just, if their personalities clash, it's going to be a big upset again. But hopefully, everything turns out for the best. And I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Mission accomplished. A good day's work.
What's going on, Blaze Nation? NVBC here, bringing you a Game Battles comeback match. And it is unreal on how everything works out,